reason to believe that another is dangerous or of questionable character. As humans, it's natural to draw conclusions about new acquaintances, unfamiliar faces, and strangers we encounter. The problem arises not from the simple assessment of others, but from the thought processes that lead to the nature of the conclusions we draw about them. The characterization of African American men as criminals who pose a threat to society was used by Southern slaveholders as justification for social control for centuries. These stereotypes have been perpetuated throughout the years in various forms, such as the media, and they still haunt us today. Trayvon Martin, like many other African American men before him, serves as an example of how racial profiling based on negative stereotypes can lead to lethal consequences. On February 26th, George Zimmerman made a phone call to the Sanford Police Department and reported that he saw Trayvon engaging in suspicious behavior. Taking matters into his own hands, Zimmerman shot and killed Trayvon, an unarmed teenager. Zimmerman claimed he acted purely in self-defense. But my question to Zimmerman, to the Sanford Police, and to you who are gathered here today is this: whom was he defending himself against? Was he defending himself against a teenager carrying a can of Arizona tea and a pack of Skittles? Or was he defending himself against a stereotype? Either way, it's problematic, especially considering the fact that Trayvon's blood-curdling cries for help, which can be heard on the 911 recordings, hardly suggests that Zimmerman was being attacked. I am standing here to challenge Zimmerman to take responsibility and admit the true reason for shooting an unarmed teenager who was simply walking back to his home. I challenge you in the audience to continue demonstrating until appropriate actions are taken regarding to aggressively pursue this case. And last but certainly not least, I challenge the justice system to finally open its eyes to all of the injustices that have led to the killing of unarmed blacks. In 1999, Amadou Diallo, also unarmed, was shot at 41 times in New York. In 2000, it was Patrick Dorsman in New York. In 2003, Ousmane Zongo in New York. In 2004, Tim Stansberry in New York. In 2006, Sean Bell in New York. In 2009, Oscar Grant in California. And let's not forget that just last month, there was Ramarley Graham also in New York. All black men, all unarmed, all gunned down, all received no justice. That's right. How many more of our brothers, nephews, fathers, and uncles do we have to lose to incidents of self-defense? We as citizens, the police department, and the justice system realize or admit that there are major flaws within the legal system. This problem is slowly decimating a highly specific population. Blacks. I hope Trayvon Martin's death was not in vain. I hope Zimmerman can be brought to justice. And most importantly, I hope that he serves as motivation for the justice system to take a more active role in punishing racially motivated violence. And that we, the people, black people, hold that system accountable for its actions or lack thereof. There is a lot to be learned from this tragic incident. I hope everyone receives this message with open eyes and hearts, and change must take place, and it must happen now, starting with Trayvon Martin. Thank you.